that I can recall, so. In the year 1975, Misha first sanctioned girls golf, and 1 year later, the girls from Glendale burst onto the scene and became one of the great programs in the state, doing so in the ultimate team fashion. Let's take a look back at one of the remarkable runs in state golf history.
They authored an amazing stretch of golf when the sport was in its infancy.
In fact, Misha didn't even take girls golf in until a couple of years before Glendale went on their streak. And yet this is one of the most dominant programs that has ever existed.
We're talking about the girls golf teams from 1976 to 1980 at Glendale High School. 5 seasons, 5 top 3 finishes in the state.
And that's when Glendale Golf only started golf in 1975. So they were the pioneers of girls golf. These girls all played golf together from junior golf all the way through high school. They all knew each other, competed with each other, played for each other.
In 1976, they were state runner-up. They had a 3rd place finish in 1980, in between 3 straight state championships, a feat that would not be repeated in Missouri high school until the 90s.
But these ladies could all play, and it was a great surrounding of individuals, and the way they were able to conduct themselves and win, I think, speaks for itself. 3 straight state championships in the late 1970s, and then a runner-up prior to that, and then a 3rd place finish. Hey, that speaks for itself.
There wasn't junior golf like there is today, where kids every week can be playing somewhere. They played in the girls Horton Smith Cup matches. They played high school golf. There was the girls state, and that was about it, and also the high school state championship. So they were competing mostly against themselves and trying to push each other to be better and better all the time.
Led by head coach Bob Lechner, the Lady Falcons captured 4 conference and 5 district titles. They are one of just 6 schools to ever win 3 consecutive state championships.
Coached by Bob Lechner, the old football coach out of Glendale, and because Lechner was a pretty good golfer, but because of his level of discipline, I'm sure it had an impact on the way the Glendale girls were able to go out on the course.
But perhaps the most telling part about how great the teams were is this. Over the 5 seasons, Glendale never had an individual state champion, but never had anyone finish worse than 14th. Their 5 consecutive top 3 finishes were a masterclass in team golf.
But I want to tell each and every one of them, congratulations on this great honor you're receiving today. And also, it's well-deserved, long overdue. Thank you very much.
Lady Falcons, your admission into the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame is a very big deal and one a long time in coming. Congratulations, you are more than deserving.
It is with great honor we recognize their incredible accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a 2021 Missouri Sports Hall of Fame inductee, Stephanie Jackson Powell, as well as members of the 1976 to 1980 girls golf program from Glendale High School.
We have several members of these teams with us today. Please acknowledge the crowd as I call your name. Kelly Dobler-Crowder, Carrie Williams-Lewis, Vicki Martin, Linda Davis-McClung, Dorlise Kimball-Mills, Nancy Patterson, Stephanie Jackson Powell, and Kathy Knez Trow. And at this time, fresh off hip surgery, we're going to ask Stephanie to come and give our acceptance speech.
Be there in a minute. Okay. Gerald, do you have your hook just in case? Okay. Happy retirement. First of all, I want to thank all the other, congratulate all the other inductees. It's quite a day today for women's sports, and thank the Missouri Sports Hall of Fame for this honor. Susan and Laura, thank you for all you do with your foundation in your mother's name. She was very special to me and all these girls up here. So, you know, it wasn't until I never really thought about what we'd done, you know, when we were doing it. And I have the honor of working with the Missouri Golf Association and have for about 40 plus years. And I do rules for the Missouri State High School girls and the boys. Got to give them a little something. And I went over and worked Joplin 2 years ago, and they show up, and I'm like, wow. They had matching bags. They had uniforms. They had a coach that could go out there with them on the golf course. Need anything? Need a snack? Need a drink? We were out there looping for ourselves, hoofing it around. Our coaches dropped us off, and they had to stay in the pro shop and wait on us. And they talked to us before we went out, at the turn, and when we got finished. And that's, I think, how we as a team were so close, because we relied on each other. And Coach Lechner, bless his heart. I don't know how he put up with us, but he was a heck of a man. My first coach was Rosalie Wooten, so I want to give a special. She actually got us our first team uniforms, and they were T-shirts with our nicknames on the back my freshman year. And then my sophomore year, we got these swanky little V-necks, the hottest polyester things you've ever had to put on. But we matched, and by golly, we won state that year. And so we wore them next year, and we won that year. And I think, when you win one, I watched the girls celebrate in 20, in 21, and Glendale got second in 21, and I said, man, you guys can do it. And by golly, they did in 22. They are the state champions again. And I look back and I thought, that was a hell of an accomplishment, 3 in a row. So I'm honored to be up here with you guys. I haven't seen them in like 45 years, so I'm ready to get out of here and go visit with them. But thank you all so much for this honor, and I know that we all are, and our parents, my God, I about forgot about our parents. We didn't have a bus driver like, you all did. They loaded us up and took us to these tournaments and dumped us out, and then they went and found a golf course to play, and then they'd come back and pick us up. And I know we've got Mom and Dad Williams, and the Pattersons are here, and a lot of them are gone, that Mom and Pop Kinez looking down. But thank you all so much.
We have lots of family and friends, supporters of the Glendale golf era. If you're here today for Glendale, please stand. Glendale High School Girls Golf, 1976 to 1980 era. Enshrined as members March the 1st, 2023, in recognition of your outstanding contributions in the sport of golf. Straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Thank you, sir. Could you? Thank you.
This will probably be as good a time as any. If you were a member of one of the eras that was inducted today, there's a door back there by the red tent. We get a team photo after we're done here momentarily. We'll get group photos back there. I believe Glendale will be wearing their polyester uniforms, and so that will be in that back corner.